Tonight we're going to be talking about apps for business. With me tonight, my guest is Bulent Osman. He's from the App Garden.
I spend most of my time trying to explain really what an app for business is all about. And it's really important for any business to understand that it's part now of a marketing strategy, and there are lots of statistics around that shows that we are interacting with these small pieces of technology many times a day, every day of our lives. I asked a very simple question, which is, can you articulate to me what is the purpose of the app? What is it there to do? What is its function? Now, it's a very simple question, but the answer can be actually quite difficult to articulate. Well, it's important to realize that there are so many apps out there that you need to differentiate your app from anybody else's. So what is the core reason why somebody would come back and use your app on multiple occasions? There needs to be more than just brochureware inside the app. And so really it's a matter of saying, well, what ways do you connect with your customers today? What ways do you wish to connect with your customers and potential customers and your broad audience? And how can the app help expedite that and improve that particular connection? Whereas if you have my app, let's say on your phone, then what it means is that you as an organization now can communicate with me at any point in time. There's a feature called the push notification. So it's important that we understand this, because this is a very unique feature for apps. A push notification is a business orientated, let's call it a text message. It's a short message, a little bit like a tweet, that if you were to send it to all of the people that have downloaded your app, it pops up on the screen, and the app doesn't have to be open at the time. It just has to be resident on the device, and then it'll pop up and it'll make a sound. And of course, we as human beings now are very much conditioned that if the phone goes, there's a little message that pops up. Even if we're in a meeting or some sort of conversation, we can't help ourselves, can we? No. We end up just looking, very sneakily looking at it and just digesting the essence of that message. An app is an app is an app. Well, that's not true at all. It's like saying anything in life. You have cheap and cheerful through to a Rolls-Royce type of solution. And I think it's important to say that there are three types of connections that you can make. It's either business to consumer, or business to business, or business to employee. So some large corporations now are talking to us because really what they want to do is communicate with their employees. Let me take you through the process. So we've got to the point where the app looks great. Our customers have been reviewing it and they've signed it off through Tag Viewer, and we're all good to go. There is a submission process we have to go through. So we have to write some keywords. You mentioned last week's guest about keywords and that sort of thing, and SEO. Well, it's the same with the with the apps. Because there are so many apps on the App Store, you want to be found. We also work with our customers to come up with all the keywords that are important. So when anyone does a search on video, for example, hopefully your app will come up as an example. And so we go through that process. Once we collect all that data, we then submit the app to both Apple and to Google. Now, it's interesting, with Google, typically we can get it live on the Google Play App Store in about 48 hours. Because there are no checks, Google don't really mind, there are no quality thresholds. Whatever you decide to do, they'll accept it. But with Apple, they're far more particular. So they go for a very stringent review process. Every single app is reviewed thoroughly by somebody at Apple. And so it typically takes between 10 to 14 days for that review process to come through. Okay, thank you. Well, my name is Bulent Osman from the App Garden. So to find us, it's www.theappgarden.co.uk. The key thing to think about is your customers. How do you wish to connect with your customers? How do you wish to improve the loyalty that you have with your customers? And what can you offer in an app that can increase that interaction, a two-way communication with you and your customers? So if you have an idea, please do contact us. We will help you with that idea, land it, and if you wish to go forward with us, we will then take your app live and help to increase your business.